Hi, my name is Mashanta and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm currently in the process of inventorizing my entire beauty collection, which includes skincare, makeup and hair care. I already have 2 videos up on some of my skincare categories, so if you're interested, please definitely check that out. And today I want to talk about all the face products that I have in my collection. Now this includes primers, foundations, setting powders. Blushes is a whole new category. I have a lot of blushes in my collection and I hope you'll find this video useful, and this is going to be a good reality check and reckoning for me as well. As you can see, the products that I have are quite jumbled, so it's not going to be the most organized video in terms of category. I actually don't know how many of each that I actually own. So the first thing that I have is this beautiful YSL primer. This is a Touche Eclat Blur primer and it is a really good primer. It's the kind of primer, I never thought I would say this, but it's the kind of primer that I save up for special occasion makeup. And the thing is, I'm not the most social person in the world, so I don't really have many occasions to go anywhere. But this is such a beautiful silky feeling primer. Already my skin feels so soft and it smells really nice. Smells like rose, and every time I use this primer it makes my skin look beautiful, and this is a good reminder to me that I need to use this primer regularly. This was not cheap for sure and very elegant packaging. It's a stellar product and deserves a lot more use than I currently give it in my collection. But if you have oily, shiny, textured skin, then I highly recommend this primer. It is very good as long as it's not too expensive for you. This is the Dolce & Gabbana Secret Veil Hydrating Radiant Primer. I probably used 30 or 40% of this. It always reminds me of marshmallow. It has like a very soft, pillowy sort of formula. Quite cool to touch. A decent scent. It can leave quite a bit of a white cast and can look scary, but you just need to rub it in, and therefore that way it takes a bit of work. Wow, it looks like it's leaving quite a deep white cast. Have I not been using this regularly enough? Did it always leave this white cast? What? You know what? I don't remember. In real life, it doesn't seem to leave a white cast. It's so weird. In real life, it's completely blended, but I don't know why on camera it looks like it's leaving a white cast. It's completely blended and smoothed out in real life. Can you see? I don't know. Anyway, this one, I definitely remember when I bought this. I think I bought this in Feb of 2022. And the reason I remember that very well is because I made a YouTube video about buying this. I'll link it up here. It was one of my first video attempts, to be honest. Yeah, it definitely softened my skin. This is a good primer. Is this a must buy? Definitely not. I think it's too expensive for what it does. I pretty much just lost my head at the mall when I got all this attention from the sales associate, and yeah, she applied it to me. It felt very hydrating. It felt really nice. It felt like it smoothed and worked on my... Anyway, this is one of my stupid buys, to be honest. It is a decent product, but definitely not something that I would say you have to go out and buy. But I think I owe it to myself to use this up. And the thing is, primers I don't really remember to use, honestly, because of late I really started liking less is more. So I've been so makeup free for the longest time. Like today I have no makeup on except for my lip color. Anyway, sorry, I kind of went on to a bit of a ramble, but I need to use this up. This is a good product, but definitely not worth the expensive price tag. It's really lovely packaging though, so if you're the kind of person who likes to have very beautiful, classy, pretty things on their vanity, then maybe you might find this worth the splurge, but it's not in my opinion. So all these 3 are the vitamin enriched face bases. I think these are very pricey as well, but I just have these because I got them free with gift with purchase, and these are Deluxe Minis. These could easily last me a couple of months, and they are perfect for travel for me. So these are the Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched face bases. If you have dry skin, textured skin, I think these work very well, especially for dry skin because it's like another layer of moisturizer. I don't think it does anything specific for getting rid of texture, to be honest, but it is something that feels really good under makeup. You can also use these as eye primers. I think they have a separate product called the eye base, but I don't see any difference between the two. So if you have this, you can use this as an eye primer as well. Finally, in the primer category, I have this Smashbox Primer Water. It's been there in my collection for at least 3 years now. It looks fine, but I don't know if it's okay to use it. So I'm gonna use this video as a way to kind of patch test. The spray is not great though, by the way. It has a bit of an oily consistency. Nice smell though. Smell seems absolutely fine. The spray is quite patchy, so it can get annoying. This is from the Smashbox. I don't know if they still make this product. This is the Photo Finish Primer Water. I have 6 primers right now, and these don't include the eye primers. My eye primers are almost done, and you'll see them in the declutters later this month, so I'm not including eye primers here. When it comes to foundations, I have 6 foundations right now. This is the Chanel Le Beige Touche de Tint Water Fresh Complexion Touch Foundation. This is in the shade B50. Now, this has so much hype on social media that I went and bought this. And this is how it looks texturally. It looks like these balls, right? And when you spread them out, these balls are supposed to burst with color, so it looks curdled. So when you spread this out, it definitely feels very fresh, very hydrating on the skin. But whenever I've used this, I feel like I don't know what it is that I've done wrong, but I'm not sure if this is a good shade match for me. I will create a separate video swatching all these foundations in case that's helpful. But I think it works well on my hand, but on my face, I'm not sure if this is a good shade match for me. And somehow, or maybe I haven't figured out how much of this to use. I love the way this feels when applying, but the overall look, I feel like I've got a mask on. Maybe it's because I haven't figured out the quantity, or I haven't figured out the shade or something. Like there's something about it that just doesn't look great on my skin. Let's do the Merit. This is the Merit Complexion Stick in the shade Khaki. I really like this foundation. It's like a lightweight foundation. This is how it applies. It looks like it's a bit too light for me, but it's a very light coverage foundation, so it blends very well into my skin. I really like the way this looks, and when you see it blended, it looks perfect. I definitely need to create a new video swatching all of these foundations. The only thing with this foundation is because it's like such a pointed pen sort of an application, right? I have to spend a lot of time swatching this all over, get full coverage. So I tend to like this more as a concealer rather than a foundation. It's perfect for those portions under your eye, around the sides of your nose, around the sides of your mouth. I love how easy it is and intuitive it is to apply. Like I don't even need a sponge or a brush. I just use my fingers and it shears out so beautifully. The NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. This I really like. I think this is my favorite foundation product at the moment. So this is a very lightweight foundation. And you spread it out and you really don't need much. I find that when I use this, it works best with my fingers or a sponge, and it blends so evenly. It looks like you have nothing on, but it just gets rid of all the hyperpigmentation and gives you a very clean, even tone. So every time I wear this, anybody would find it difficult to say that I've got makeup on, but the overall effect is quite pretty and nice. So this is the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. It also seems to have SPF 30 in it, and this is in the shade Cusco medium 1.5. One size turn up the base BB cream. I bought this in India actually, and this is in the shade medium dark 3. It's supposed to be good for people with medium dark rosy undertones, and I don't think I have rosy undertones. And this is like how the packaging is, so like that. And let's see, let me quickly, how do I get this on? Can someone please tell me why it's not coming? Because it was like horizontal. I think all the product is on the sides of the packaging rather than, therefore it's, I need to keep it like this, like this, so that I can actually use this. I remember trying it in the store and thinking it looked really nice and had very light coverage. As you can see, I prefer light coverage foundations. I have this NARS. This is a soft matte complete foundation. Now this has a lot more higher coverage than whatever you've seen so far. So I like to use this when I'm going for more special occasions, maybe a wedding. And this is in the shade Valencia. And I really like this. This is how it looks. You spread this out. I know it does look a little bit light on me. When you spread it out and blend it well into the skin, this works better with a brush because it's like a liquid foundation. It looks great on your skin, especially when you're working with a full face with blush, contour, crazy eyeshadow. Like I used this at a wedding recently in December and I felt so pretty. I felt super pretty when I used this. So it's the perfect foundation that you could use if you want to look like you have flawless skin, and it photographs really well. So I highly recommend this foundation for special occasions. This Huda Beauty Glow Multi-Dew Skin Tint. This is from Glowish. I haven't used this yet. I bought this as part of their Black Friday sale. They had an amazing Black Friday sale, so I went all out. I usually don't buy foundations online because I'm so terrified about getting the wrong shade, and it's such a pain to do returns. But this one, because the offers were so good, I was like, you know what, let me just try. And I thought so much about what shade to get. So let's see how this looks. And I think I did a good job with the shade. It's the Multi-Dew Skin Tint in the shade number 6, medium tan, and might be slightly orange on me, but this is a skin tint, so it blends pretty well. I haven't used it on my face, but I've seen some negative reviews about this product, about how shiny and tin man it looks. But for me, I like it. I like the way it looks on my hand, to be honest. It's actually blending really well, and I think this shade is a very good match. These are the 6 foundations that I have. Now, I'm pretty sure I have a 7th one, the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Skin Tint in the shade 12. Now, that skin tint is great. It actually made me fall in love with skin tints. I love how it made my skin look and feel. It doesn't give you much coverage though. So if you have anything you want to hide, then that's not the best product for you. I think the NARS Pure Tinted Moisturizer is the good balance between coverage and lightness. But the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Skin Tint is really good. So those were my foundations. I have, I think, 6 + 1, 7 foundations. Wow, this is like a big category. Okay, now on to the next category, which is powders. These could include setting powders, loose powders, pressed powders. So I'm going to quickly go through these because I think I'm taking quite a bit of time. So first, I have this Bobbi Brown powder, pressed powder. This is in the shade Honey. They call this the Skin Weightless Powder Foundation. Yeah, you can see the true color now, finally. So when I swatch it, it picks the product up well. But when I'm applying it, I feel it doesn't come up well on my skin. So I'm always a bit irritated, like, or maybe it's me. Maybe I haven't figured out the best way to pick this product up and use. In the similar vein, I have the Glowish. This is the Luminous Matte Powder in the shade 06. This is again something that I bought from the Black Friday sale. I bought it at the same time that I bought a skin tint. And obviously because I was buying number 6 in the skin tint, I thought number 6 would be a good match here. I think this is pulling a bit yellow/orange on me. I've not tried it though. I don't know why I have so many pressed powders. Moving on to loose powders, let's start with the one, and this is possibly the oldest in my collection. This is the Pat McGrath. Yeah, you can see it's a very crusty packaging. This is the Pat McGrath Powder Foundation in the shade Medium 3. I'm pretty sure I got the wrong shade in this. Oh yeah, because this pulls quite yellow or deep on me, so I should have gone for medium 1 or medium 2, to be honest. Don't really like this one. In fact, I might declutter this. Yeah, there's still significant product left, but while it's a finely milled and beautiful powder, it just doesn't match me, right? So it looks very odd, leaves me looking very streaky. So I really don't like the way I look when I wear this product. There is another Pat McGrath product that I have. It's more like a mini, but I don't know where it is. That is their under eye powder. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful finely milled powder. While they call it an under eye powder, I've used it all over my face and it looks really, really good. I think it's there in one of my travel bags and I can't find it at the moment. We have these two other loose powders from Floris's. This is the Floris's Gorgeous Peach Blossom Powder, and the packaging is lovely, like, you know, like full marks for the packaging. It comes with its own powder puff. White powder, so you would think it leaves like a white cast, but it's perfect for setting or baking. I used this recently and I was worried that it would make it look like I was painted. But it, you know, really blends with the underlying foundation and gives a very nice silky finish. So I think this would be great for travel. So this is how my skin looks after, you know, you saw all those foundation swatches. And then I use the powder. It's super finely milled, smells nice, sets beautifully, and it just makes your makeup look very flawless. I think I got this free as a gift with purchase with my Floris's order. This is the same. It's called Gorgeous Peach Blossom Powder, but I got it in the shade Amber, 08 Amber. So I haven't opened this yet. This is how it looks. I think this is a good shade match for me. I was a bit conservative. I might have been able to get away with 7 as well, I think. You know, because this is an Asian brand, I definitely thought I would be one of the deepest tones out there, and I was kind of right. This blends really well, and this puff is honestly super soft and nice. I don't have any makeup on, but I was very tempted to use this right now. 6 powders. That's a lot. It seems to be like 6 is the magic number here. I have one color corrector. This is from the brand Live Tinted. A very nice peachish orange color corrector. Works brilliantly when I use it on my skin. Blends very, very well. I mean, you can blend with fingers. Use a mix of fingers, brushes, sponges, depending on what foundation I'm going to go for. But this is great. This is the Live Tinted color corrector. It's called the Hue Stick and it's in the shade Rise. I have 2 concealers. NARS makes the best complexion products of everything I've tried. Both are in the same shade, obviously. They are in the shade Caramel, and the way they categorize caramel is it's in medium dark too. Usually across all of these foundation ranges, I fall in the medium/medium dark category or medium deep category, so somewhere in the border of those two. So it's not very consistent because, for example, in the glowish one I was more towards the medium category, whereas in all of these I'm like the medium deep or medium dark category. So here I have NARS. This is the Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Caramel. I just swatched it. It does look a bit yellow on me, but when I blend it, it looks great. I think this is my exact skin color. It is good for hiding blemishes, but if I needed something that's more brightening under my eye, then I might have to go for a lighter shade, I think. This is, I mean, it blends flawlessly. Like, I'm sorry, I think I'm doing a bad job with the swatches right now, and I should probably shoot a separate video just swatching all of these products on my face. I think that's the best way to show how these perform. And then I have the same thing, but this is a different formulation. Why is this not focusing? This is the Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Caramel as well, and this is how it looks. This looks great. I can also use this as a foundation, to be honest, on the days, you know, like I said, my preference is light coverage, barely there sort of a look. So for me, tinted moisturizers, concealers as foundations actually work better. And very quickly, because my camera is about to die, moving on to setting sprays. 3 setting sprays right now. One is this Smashbox Photo Finish setting spray. Now this is almost done, and this is also quite old. Bought it along at the same time as the primer water. Nothing much to write about. It's okay. It's perfect for travel because of the size. My favorite holy grail setting spray is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. These are my backups actually. I have one I just used up and one I just opened up. I'm just showing the two because the other one is there in my makeup bag. I'm pretty sure I have another Makeup Forever setting spray, but I don't know where it is. So technically, for the record, I think we can say 5 setting sprays, wherein I have 3 Charlotte Tilbury's, 1 Smashbox and 1 Makeup Forever. And that's about it. I'm sorry I kind of rushed through the last bit, but my camera is literally about to die, so I just really wanted to power through. So very quickly summarizing, I have 6 primers, 7 foundations, so that's 13, 6 setting powders, so that's 19. I have 3 the color corrector concealer family, so that's 22, and then I have 4 which is in the setting spray category, so that's 26. So I have 26 products for just one face. This is crazy. I can't say I'm not going to buy because I'm traveling and I love buying foundations in store. And there are a bunch of products that or brands I've been meaning to try, which I haven't gotten a chance to because they're not available in the place that I live. So I will buy a couple of more foundations for sure, that I'm clear. I don't think I will buy any more primers, setting sprays, concealers. I don't need any of that, or even powders. Just the foundation category will grow, so just a heads up there. But it's a good reality check to have, honestly, to know that these are all the products that I have languishing in my collection that I'm not getting to use every single day. Like even in 2024, I've applied makeup, like face makeup, twice in like 3 months. That's crazy. So this is a good reminder to me that I need to be more proactive with my makeup collection. Anyway, I've rambled on quite a bit. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you want to see how many other products I have in all my other categories of beauty, skincare, hair care, body, then please continue to follow along on this journey by subscribing to my channel, and do let me know what you think and what your thoughts are in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Anyway, that's it from me. I will see you around. Bye!